Last time in writing, we began creating our own fables. Using the help of a graphic organizer, we were able to pick our characters, setting, and moral. We then identified the problem and solution, which helped us to add details to our beginning, middle, and end. Today, we will look back at our drafts to see if we can add more details, as well as explore a new resource that can help make our writing even better. Our focus for writing today is to develop our fables that have clear, short sequence of events and include details to describe actions, thoughts, and feelings. Before we begin, I want us to take a look at the fable that I wrote. As you listen, think about details you think I should add in my writing to help you picture my characters and setting even more. If you take a look, I used our graphic organizer from yesterday and I starred the characters and setting and moral that I was interested in. Then, just like you, I created a problem and solution. By doing this, it really helps guide my thinking when writing my fable down. One day, off near a lake, two best friends were playing catch. Dog and Wolf were very similar and really enjoyed playing with each other every day. One day, Wolf came running down the side of the lake towards Dog. "Guess what?" the wolf said. Dog was so happy to see the wolf that he didn't even notice the new ball he was holding. "I got a brand new ball this morning. I came running down here as soon as I got it so that we can play," said the wolf. "Wow, it is so shiny," the dog said as he admired it. So Wolf and Dog began playing catch with the new ball. All of a sudden, as Wolf threw the ball to Dog, Dog missed it, and it landed right into the lake. "Oh no," said Dog. "It's okay, Dog," said Wolf. "I'll just jump in and get it." So Wolf jumped in and began swimming towards the ball. However, Wolf didn't realize how deep the lake was and began to have a hard time swimming. Dog immediately noticed what was happening and ran to find a stick. Once he found one, he brought it back towards the lake to help Wolf. "Grab onto this," said Dog. Wolf listened and grabbed the stick while Dog pulled him to safety. "Thanks so much for helping me," said Wolf. "Of course," said Dog. "That's what friends do." After that, Wolf and Dog continued to play catch, but moved further away from the lake. If you noticed, a fable, as we've read and looked at examples, they're fairly short. So although I tried to include many details within my text, I also made sure that I kept it fairly short. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look back at my text, and this time we're going to figure out what words and phrases can I add to make my fable even better. All right, so as you can see, I have my fable right here, the one that you should have listened to. Again, hopefully as you were listening, you were saying, "Oh my goodness, maybe she could have said this or added this word to be more descriptive," right? As readers, we really want to feel like we are in the story. So, if there's a certain picture in your head when you're writing down your story, you want to make sure that your details allow other people to kind of get that same picture that you're envisioning in your own head. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a look at these two resources that you will see in your next slide. Now, this first one right here that says character traits synonyms, this is a great tool that I absolutely love when I'm writing. So if you can see at the very top are, these basic words that I typically use within my, writing. So I'll use the words like nice, mean, happy, sad, smart, brave, and so on and so forth. However, what this sheet does is down below, you'll see other words. In this case, they're called synonyms, and these are words that mean the exact same thing, but just kind of, add more of a stronger, powerful way to incorporate them in your story. So for instance, instead of saying, oh, the nice dog, you could say the helpful dog, the friendly dog, the kind-hearted dog. So again, it's the same word, but it just adds more into your story. So this is a great tool that you can use to switch up words within your fable. Now, another resource that I love is called a thesaurus. Now, a thesaurus is, again, it's almost like a dictionary, but this is different because instead of giving you definitions, this gives you synonyms. It gives you words that mean the same thing. So if you click this link right here, you'll get access to this site called Kid Thesaurus. Now, it's going to look something like this. In this search box right here, you are going to type in words that you can think of or that are within your fable to then search to figure out, okay, what can I add instead of saying happy? So let's use that word. Let's say in my text, I want to figure out if there's a synonym for happy. So I'm going to type the word happy and click search. Now, once you do that, down below, you're going to see these pictures right here. And these are synonyms. These are other words that also mean happy. So glad, satisfied, ecstatic. I love these words. One thing that I do want to mention is that although, synonyms are great, you have to make sure that it just sounds right, because there are some synonyms when you swap them that are just like, does that make sense? So I could use all of these words, but you just want to make sure that it fits. So a helpful tool that I like to do is, let's say I want to use the word pleased, and I take that word and swap it within my text. If it makes sense, awesome, use it. But if you're like, oh, it just doesn't flow, then think of another option that you can use. So the thesaurus just has many different ways that you can figure out other words to use. So again, I typed in the word mad, and I got all of these great words as well. So again, two awesome resources that you can use to now go back into your fable and swap some words. So I did that on my own, and I was able to add more details and add different words to just really make my writing even better. So for instance, at the beginning, I know that I said one day. Well, I changed that to one sunny afternoon. Already that has changed the picture in my head, because I'm envisioning, the afternoon air. I'm envisioning, a bright sun in the corner. Again, instead of saying off near a lake, I wrote off near a big, beautiful lake. Again, just really trying to allow the readers to create a nice picture in their head. The words that I highlighted in this pink color, these are words that I was able to use my thesaurus or the sheet right over here to help me swap out words. So here, instead of the wolf came running down, I said the wolf came racing down. Instead of saying the dog was happy to see the wolf, I wrote the dog was thrilled to see the wolf. Some of my favorite words to change is the word said. There's so many other ways that we can, swap words instead of saying said. Now, said's a good word. You could still see in some of my, fables, I still use the word. I'm not asking for you to change every single thing, right? You're going to see that I didn't really change much, but when I could and when I thought it could just add more to my story, that's when I changed it. So here, I wrote down, instead of the dog jumped in, I know splashed in. Instead of saying said, that he cried, he exclaimed, he yelled. Here, instead of the wolf listened and grabbed the stick, he clenched the stick. So again, all of these words are just helping me create this awesome picture in my head. So I would honestly, I think a goal, try to see if you can just stick to at least 3 words that you can change. Don't don't try to change everything in your story. Thinking about the characters, I know sometimes we're like, oh, is there a synonym for wolf? Just leave it as that character, right? That's your character in the story. But just figure out ways that you can maybe change at least 3 words, as well as maybe if you can go back and add 3 more, descriptive details just to make your story even better and enhance it a bit. Fantastic. Using the new resources, I would like you to go back into your fable and look back at words that you can change, as well as finding ways you can add more descriptive details. When you finish, draw a scene from your fable and take a picture of it. Then record yourself reading your awesome fable.